another episode on this channel. This episode I'm playing Formula 1 2020 MyTeam Career Mode, part 2. I hope you guys are enjoying the first episode, I should say, so far, because I'm going to make a series on it. I'm not going to post daily because it's like too hard for me. I can't manage my time properly. Apart from that, let's get straight into it. So guys, welcome to another video. This is the second video, and we're going to be racing at the Bahrain circuit. Looking forward for that. And just before that, I'm going to upgrade my engine side in the R&D tree, and that's going to come on Saturday 11th of April. And I'm not going to show you practice because, you know, it's boring, as I said. So far I've got no rival yet. I'm going to get it, I think, in the next race. I'm not sure. And skip practice and into qualifying. The weather forecast good, everything is dry, good. Now let's get into qualifying in the Bahrain circuit. Into qualifying we go, but before that I'm gonna skip the time so the track warms up from other drivers racing around it. It's a high possibility I'll get a better lap time, because if I went straight away I would have cold tires and I'll probably understeer. If you guys don't know what understeer is, it's when the car doesn't turn into a corner, and everyone would rather oversteer. That's where you can drift, but you can handle it, unlike understeer. So we're gonna set a lap time now, and I'm aiming to be more than P20, to be honest. Like, I think we're faster than the Williams at some tracks. Just slowing down here to get a better corner exit to start the lap. And here we go, DRS engaged now, and the laps has started. I haven't really drove on this track in Formula 1 2020 with my car, only in practice, but I wasn't doing really fast runs. I was just doing track acclimatization. Can't say that word. And this corner is very, very hard to not lock up your tires and not understeer. So down the back straight we go, and I think this is to be the first start finish straight. I love this corner. Into the final corner we go. If we don't lock up or nearly spin out, we can get up. But we got a little wide there, and we're 7/10 off Grosjean. So I don't know. And I wanted to say, if you guys, so we're gonna do another one. I was saying, do you guys want face cam, and the steering cam? And pedal. So if you want pedal, steering and face cam, put it down in the comment section. If you don't want it, just type down none and NONE, and I'll put it in. It's up to you guys. Anyway, let's get back into the qualifying session. Down into the one of the hardest corners. Again, very, very hard not to lock up or understeer. Down the back straight with DRS on. I'll call this the Curva Grande. I'll call that. It's actually in Italy, but it's not in Bahrain, but that's what I call it. Down the final straight we go. DRS engage. Can we go up? Yeah, we got up to P18, not bad. But we're gonna go for one more. Oh no, we don't. So let's see what we come. Oh yeah, this is a brand new feature. It's like the battle pass, but better in my opinion. So it's where we finish. I don't know. So we get some XP from here, and it bursts up our team record, whatever it's called. Into the race we go.
stage is set for another enthralling race here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. A Ferrari stronghold in years gone by, but will they be able to add to their record today? Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, it's looking a bit cold out there, if I'm honest. These tyres have quite a narrow operating window in terms of the temperatures they need to extract the best grip. So with a cold track surface, it's going to be harder to keep those temperatures up, which will lead to lower grip and maybe more mistakes.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Albon, Ricciardo, Sainz, Perez and Lance Stroll, Norris, Kvyat, Esteban Ocon and Giovinazzi, Aitken, Raikkonen, Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen. Hussein, Russell, Latifi and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So before the race, we're going to do our strategy, because strategy is key in Formula One. Very controversial moments happened, especially in Germany in 2019. And so this is why it's very important. I'm going to probably go for the medium to hards, because the softs wear out very quickly. And the commentator, as you said that it's a rebiding track. We missed the lap 1, 2, 3, 4 because my recording stopped working, unfortunately. But we got past, I think. So we went down the inside of about 6 cars. But then out of the corner exit, we lost 2 positions. So we're into P17, which isn't bad. Because my objective is to finish above P20. And my hard objective is to be above P18. This is my personal objective, not the team one. And Magnussen right behind with the same tyres as us. He's closing up on us. He's in the Haas, and I think he's quicker than us. Into the corner we go. It's a very light lockup, but Latifi gets past Magnussen behind us and hold up each other. And as you can see, they're now like a second away from us. Going into the last corner. If we can get a good run out here, we'll be in front of them for like 1.5 seconds, but we don't. We get very bad exit, so I was saying. And now Latifi gets DRS, fakes right, goes left, and has DRS, so he's going to stay in front of us, and we have no DRS whatsoever. So we're going to go back down the inside of Latifi as Perez comes out the pits. Up to P15 we go with DRS engages as well. Overtake using a little bit, and this is a replay of the overtake. I bet he was not expecting that from how far back we were, but we got the job done, and now we just have to hold position, and Magnussen and Latifi will fight, which will lead to them holding each other up, and I can build a good lead from there. Into lap 7 we are, into the hardest corner in my opinion. Lock up completely there, my left front, and Daniel Kvyat is out of the session. So I think he got a engine failure, because it doesn't look like he crashed or anything. He's parked up on the side of the road, so not too interesting. We're gonna go into medium ERS so we can save some fuel going into the final stint, or final laps you could say, into P14 we are, because people are pitted. and starting our 8th lap. And in front of us is Stroll in the racing point. I don't think we're not fighting him this race because he's far ahead of us. He's gonna be far ahead of us. I think he's on new mediums, and he's in the racer point car, which is obviously very quick, going very hairy there. And Magnussen passes us, but we go back down the inside. I think my tires are starting to go off because we just nearly spun out there, but luckily we had the inside line, and we made Magnussen take the outside line, which is very hard to keep control in, and down the inside we go into the double right-hander, and we lead from there down into the last corner. Can we hold position and break his slipstream? I don't know, because AITKENS is right behind him, looking very, very quick. I think he picked up a few positions. He passed Latifi, I think. And yeah, far back away from us, like 7 tenths, 9 tenths. But now they're catching up because they've got DRS, and it looks like AITKENS has passed Magnussen, and he's gonna go down the inside of us. What a move! Can he hang on to it on the outside? I don't think so. We squeeze him a little bit into the DRS. He's got DRS. I don't think we can pass him anymore. That was a very, very aggressive move there on for AITKENS. Another aggressive move for him. Mate, careful on your contract. I can kick you out. I'm the boss. Two very, very aggressive overtakes in the past 2 races in Australia and here in Bahrain. We lock up a little bit the front right, but he's looking very competitive. He's aggressive against me, but you know, he looks faster and he's more competitive. He's got more feel for the car. Unlike me, he's still very hazy, putting down the throttle and braking early. And yeah, he's in front of us. We might get DRS and slipstream, but I don't know. We have no ERS. I have like 10%, which is very bad. So we do get DRS, but we have no ERS. So yeah, we end up not catching him into that corner. But we do get a good we brake late a little bit, so we can catch up to him. We're up his clutch or gearbox. Why do I say clutch always? We got DRS, but it's not enough to catch him. We are in the 10th lap right now. We got a good corner exit there, and into the I just call this a chicane for some reason, but even though it's not, locking up completely my left front. These tires are starting to wear off, and Gasly's in front of Magnussen, and our team is just running away from us. I just wanted to save some ERS, as I said, for the last lap, and our fuel consumption is very good. Like, we started minus, I think, 30 or 40, and now we're in plus. So I think we should underfuel the car, like, completely, like literally. It's such a good car for fuel consumption. And on the back of us is Gasly with the same Honda engine we have, where we go kind of defensive. I don't know why I'm laughing for that, but I am. And yeah, my tire, like, I can't put the throttle down all the way. And by the way, I'm using the Ferrari steering wheel, so I have what can I say, throttle placement. Like, I can choose what I want. It's not like a controller where it goes 100% when you touch it. So I do have control over the throttle and the steering, which is good, and braking, of course. And yeah, I don't know when we're gonna pit, but I want to pit a little bit later, because I want my hard tires to be fresh and not wear out completely in the last few laps. So we'll see about that. We'll drive a little bit more conservatively until our pit stop. And on the back of us, Ricciardo and Gasly, I don't know why the shot wasn't there at the start, but they go up the inside, and we go up the inside of both of them, Gasly and Ricciardo. We lose 2 positions, then we gain 2 positions right away going into the inside, and it looks like Gasly has spun out. So that's no, like that was very, very slight contact there. He touched my rear tire, but it didn't. I don't know if he just spun out. Oh, Lewis Hamilton is out of the session. I think what happened to him? I got an engine failure. Okay, that's the replay. And back into the race we get with Ricardo behind us in the Renault, which is faster. Then now he goes down the inside and another car right there. What the hell? I do not know why I done that. Into the right-hander and Ricardo just walks off. And there you can see Hamilton on the side. He got an engine failure. Into the first corner. Can we get a good exit? No, we can't. We got DRS, but I don't think it's enough because our exit was pretty poor. And yeah, that's P15 for us. P13 for AITKENS, our teammate. Okay. Now just losing the rear completely there. Like going out of this corner is very hard because you want to put the throttle all the way down, but you can't at the same time. Like you have to be very, very friendly with the throttle in this whole entire track actually. And into the pit stop we go. Going onto hard tires, as I said for the first. Well, I don't need that. I don't need the pit stop information. We're just going for a one-stop this time because the softs aren't good enough here. They'll just wear out completely in the first few laps they're on. So they'll probably live for 5 laps literally and that's it. So they're not really good around here. And that's a 2.8 second pit stop, which isn't very fast in Formula 1 as Red Bull 1.9. That's just amazing. It blows my mind how quick you just take the tire out and put it back in. It's staggering. We saved some fuel in the pit stop, and right now we're saving some fuel. And there's this thing where you can't. It's only between medium, so 1 ARS, and overtake. It makes it easier to manage. But yeah, but if you want to save fuel, it's harder. I think they said that in the trailer or something like that, or is it in the patch notes, something like that. 15th lap, we're not losing the rear as much as the mediums, so the hards around here aren't bad. In practice, I was using them; they weren't bad. Like they're actually pretty decent. Drifting through that corner there into this, I should say, chicane. That's what I call it. And the hards don't really get into the prime when they're in the 25% to 35%. That's what I've realized. They're not really good straight away. They're good when they're used, like they're warmed up. And here we're into the. Actually, this is the second last corner. Yeah, and we're green middle sector, so the hards getting into the zone, but not quite yet. And our ERS into single digits, not good. So we're gonna save some ERS. And it looks like everyone in the midfield and back markers are on the hards, opting for the one stop. Probably unlike the top runners because they qualified into Q3 with the softs maybe. And yeah, I hope I can get better. Like if I do finish this race P16, I'm quite happy. Because you know I've reached my objective, my own goal, not the team's one. And AITKENS right in front of us. So it looks like we're faster than the Williams. 100% we're faster than the Williams. Like we beat them. I don't know. No, we didn't beat them in Australia, but we beat them here. I think we might beat them here. Looking because they've got 1 second. Like I think they're about 7 seconds or 10 seconds away from AITKENS, which is really, really maximizing the most out of this car, unlike me. Still getting used to the handling model, braking model in this game, and with this car especially. And we're on the lap 17. And Latifi is falling back, like he was 3 seconds away, and now he's 4 seconds. So yeah, I think we have got more pace than them. And as you can see, we've got green sector, green first sector, because the hulls are really getting into the zone right now, and saving fuel up to nearly 30%, which is good. And I'm still trying to burn the fuel up so our car isn't too heavy. See, there's another green sector right there, sector 2. So definitely the hull tires are getting into the zone right now, and we'll definitely finish with them in the race. And Sainz is in the pits. I don't know if my teammate's gonna overtake him or not. I think he is. I don't think I'm gonna overtake him. And yeah, my teammate did overtake him right there, and I couldn't. But they're right side by side right now. I can see they're like 2/10 away from each other from the distance, as you can see on the top left, to lap 18, P16. And I think Sainz is gonna eventually overtake my teammate because he's on fresher, softer tires, and they're high performance tires, but not as good as the softs, of course. So I think on this straight, Sainz is gonna catch up to him. Please, come on, AITKEN, hold the position, mate. And into the straight we go, and we're exiting the corner, and Sainz, yes, he's officially overtaken AITKEN. And you know, it's a if we finish in this order, it's a solid P15 and 16 from both me and my teammate, which is pretty good. And we'll build up our reputation and might lift up his rating, of course. But into the race, we got Russell right on our back, and Latif is just like somewhere behind us. And I wish he doesn't do some aggressive move that my teammate done. But there's 10 laps to go. I don't know if I can hold him for that long because he's got the Mercedes engine and it's faster than the Honda engine. And we just got, and I think he's gonna get a DRS sooner or later. And he's like 5 tenths away from me. So, alright, we're losing him in the corners, but little slide there. We're losing him in the corners, but when he gets to the straights, he just catches all that time back again. See, like here, he's going 4 tenths right now. But before that corner, he was 7 tenths away, and now he's catching up 2 tenths. But we outbrake him in the corner, and you can see the timer going up. So now it's like 4 tenths away, 5 tenths. So it means that we're very good in the corners with this specific engine, but not as good as the Mercedes or Ferraris in the straights, or probably even a Renault. So that's the thing. So like I explained in my video a couple days ago, like this car is capable of winning at like I was saying, it's capable of winning at Hungary, Monaco, Singapore, because those are tracks that don't really need a high top speed and acceleration. They need more of a chassis, and this car, I built it up to a good chassis. Don't have to say the word, sorry. And that's the races that are capable of winning. Like like this car has good corner entry and exit, but it just struggles on the straights, of course, because it's got a Honda engine and it's not as durable or as good as performing as the Ferrari, Mercedes and Renault engines. In my video a couple of days ago, I forgot about Renault, and they like Honda in the middle. So I didn't choose them actually because I'm thinking about the long term, and that costed 400k more than the Honda engine, and I thought that it's common sense. In the long run, I would pay much less. Like for example, we do 2 seasons. I would pay 460k, I think it is. No, sorry, $4.6 million in 2 seasons. But with the Renault, I would pay around like 4 million, 5 million, somewhere near there. I don't know, my maths are correct, but yeah, so that's why I chose by the Honda engine. And we can actually eventually evolve, and Honda will give us 3 packages, and they will also go on to Red Bull and AlphaTauri. Like whatever team uses the Honda engine, they will get 3 packages as the same as the other engine packs. So that's a good feature in this. So if you're for example Red Bull, if they get an upgrade, you also get an upgrade, and it's vice versa. If you get an upgrade, Red Bull get an upgrade. So that's a very good feature in this game, and like it's very, very realistic, because you do see this in real life. Like last year, 2 years ago, sorry, Red Bull were constantly spun out there, and Marshall might go past us. He goes past us. Damn, we got lost concentration. Can we go back in the inside? Yes, we do. Very, very risky right there, but we get past back him. He touches our rear, and he's on the inside. I shouldn't do that. Oh, okay, he backed off. Good. Like I was saying, Red Bull 2 years ago were in a situation where Renault weren't giving them the packages they wanted, and the upgrades for Renault weren't going into the Red Bull engine. So that's one of the main reasons why Red Bull changed to Honda. It's because Honda is consistent, other than like Renault. Like Renault, they got so much engine problems, and this season Honda didn't get too much problems. So yeah, and went to the lap 24, P16 with AITKENS P15. Gasly overtook Russell and Latifi, and he might be on the back of us right now. Obviously the AlphaTauri is faster than us. You know, it's a more developed car. They've been in the sport for much longer than we have, and obviously I hope they're not gonna pass us. So onto the second last straight of the lap. Is he gonna get past us, or is he gonna get any DRS from the next straight? I don't know. He's only 310, so I think he is gonna get DRS, obviously, but I don't know if he's gonna pass me. Like he's right on the, he's getting closer to me, and right behind my gearbox. He goes to the right. I try covering him off, squeezing him to get the tighter line, but he nearly goes onto the racing line. We go back onto the racing line to get a better corner exit, but our exit was pretty poor there, and our car starts sliding. Oh, very close. So down to P17. Oh, damn it. And off into the distance he goes, and yeah, a couple corners later he's speared off into the distance, and we've got is that Bottas behind us? Yeah, that's Bottas. Hamilton got retired, so Bottas right behind us. We're gonna have to give him the position, of course, so we don't get a penalty, and there I let him pass, and at the same time we get DRS. So I was kind of planning for this to catch up to Gasly, but then the Mercedes just too high performance. I couldn't catch up to him anymore. So there he goes, and we got normal DRS. So yeah, we got a green sector. Obviously the hard tires are getting properly into the zone, or I think it's just because of the DRS. See, like in that second sector we were like nearly 4/10 away from our personal best into the final corner. We need corner exit good, because Russell and Latifi are behind us, and we don't want to cost any more time, because I want to hold this P17. I want to show that we've got more pace than the Williams, and I think I don't know who's behind them. I think it's like Grosjean or something, and pretty impressive from Gasly. Like he spun out when he accidentally tapped our rear tire, and now he's up to P16. So a very good recovery from him. Oh yeah, Magnussen was behind them. So Russell, I don't know what happened to Russell. Like he's right behind us, and now he's coming last behind Latifi, Magnussen, and of course myself. And I hope AITKENS can hold the position. Now he's been performing better than us. I'll say it from now, being honest. And I don't think I've out qualified him or beat him in a race here. So he's a very, very tough racer, a very tough competitor and teammate for us, and it's a good rivalry between both of us. But oh damn, I nearly burn out of there, man. What the hell? We lost a lot of time there, and Latifi has like managed to get lots of time there in nearly 3 seconds. I don't know what my tires are like wearing off completely right now. I lap before they were perfect, but now they're just wearing out like too quickly, and the rear tires are really getting a beating here. So I don't know if I can hold on to this P17, but of course we have to finish this lap because we got lapped by Bottas. And so that was our race. We finished P17 in the end, not bad. And who got driver of the day? Oh, okay, Esteban Ocon got driver of the day. And yeah.
That's it for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Bahrain, and a real champion's drive to take the win. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
For the victory celebrations, a real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
The Ferrari's on top. I don't know how they're performing poorly in 2020 season so far. We've got XP, and we should move up to Tier 2. Yes, we do. We get a new helmet, and we're so close to Tier 3. So at the end, Bottas first, Vettel second, and Charles Leclerc third. Verstappen fourth, Albon fifth, Ocon coming right behind Albon, with Norris, Perez, Stroll, and Ricciardo finishing up the points. Impressive race from AITKENS, like really proud, and we go down to P20 in the standings, and in the constructors we move up to P10 from the amazing drive from AITKENS and I into the interviews.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Your teammate beat you today.
So
Was it
my
just
teammate beat,
or
yeah.
something else?
As I said, my teammate was obviously quicker than me today, but I'm just gonna say I think their setup was better use of our aero department.
Struggling for grip, or did you just
It says you left a lot of paint on the wall. Yeah, I think the car was sliding all over the place at the end, especially the rear tires. So downforce. Inconsistent power. Yeah, it wasn't deliberate, but
appreciate your time?
so yeah. Into the team acclaim, we move up into level 2, I should say, and AITKENS in level 5. And I don't know what that. I think it's team. It's level 3, and we get some cash from our sponsor. And we get activities 9 days. We'll go look at that. And performance comparison. I think we're faster than the Haas and Williams, so not bad. I'm gonna do sponsor advertisement for my driver so I can get extra money, and I'm gonna do some weight training to improve my teammates' pace and myself. And I don't know what I should do for the last one. I might just I'll lose some money from that. So I might just do the Formula 1 esports event for fun. You know, let them have a day off for themselves. And, you know, we need to upgrade our chassis so all of our sides are equal. And our next race is in Vietnam. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get into the outro. you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'm looking forward for the next episode in this series. And make sure to like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.